we knew Ohio State was going to come in and obviously play as hard and try to get a win with one of their best players being out. It's tough in this league to be 0-3 to start out, and they really came in and played a great basketball game. Our players, it came down to defense as always. We always harp on defense. Defense wins championships, and that's exactly what happened today. Going into these 3 overtimes, and we were a little out of sync. You could tell it was 9 days off. We kind of got a rhythm going. On offense, we were pretty stale, but hopefully that will all change now that we're back into a routine.
We'll go to questions for the student athletes so we can get them out of here so they can go to class in the morning.
Oh, really?
Courtney, what was different about the third overtime? It seemed like you guys were able to get the ball inside a little bit easier against their zone, which you hadn't necessarily been doing in the first 50 minutes of this game.
Yeah, our posters did a really good job of running. One of their posts started cramping up, so we took advantage of it, and all the guards did a good job of finding the post and getting the ball, and D.D. Williams hit down a huge 3 in the corner for us.
Sam, where were the openings finally in that zone for you and Dre to capitalize?
There were a lot from the beginning of the game, but we just started actually going to them, kind of in the mid-paint area, mid-post area, excuse me, and on the weak side, ceiling on the weak side, there was openings.
Sam, when you look at your line specifically, what sticks out?
51 minutes. 8 blocks, I would say. Playing, and only 2 fouls with those 8 blocks.
KK, obviously 2 overtime games before this. When you guys are in this situation, is that just the experience that's finally coming out with? Because you guys have been there, kind of done that type of thing.
Yeah, and I also think it's just our will to win, and just sticking together. We make things happen in overtimes. Clearly, we're used to it. So next game, we're gonna try to win in regulation.
KK, you guys get big shots from Courtney and Sam and Dre, and you hit one, but DD's, was sort of unexpected there, the shot in the corner. Just how big at that point was that to be able to get those points and, sort of gave you your biggest cushion of the overtimes?
It was huge. I thought I was slowly dying out there, but then I just got fired up when Didi knocked down the shot from the 3. But like I said, we come together, we make plays at big times like that, and it was huge of Didi.
Courtney, it looked like, it's a long game with triple overtime, but, you still seem to have a ton of energy throughout the entire night. So, how'd you keep yourself going, keep that motor going for the entire game to make sure you guys can close out and win it?
You have to have the energy to keep going. Especially we've been working in conditioning since the summer, so it all comes into play now, and we want to win at the end of the season. We're not going to look back and say, oh, we won in overtime. It's going to be we won that game, and so that's what we just have to win.
Courtney, were you guys still pretty confident, even down, 6, I think, with 2 minutes to go in the double overtime, and you had to make some plays there in a very short amount of time to get back in it. Just, talk about that stretch there a little bit and sort of how you got back into it so quickly.
Yeah, we're putting these situations in practice all the time, and we've been going over them the last, the whole season, the last few days. Definitely we've been going over these situations, and we just all believe in each other, so it's just we stayed together, stuck together, and that's what it came down to.
KK and Courtney, can you talk about Sam's game a little bit? Obviously, when you look at that, you kind of filled the stat sheet there in the 8 blocks. I think really anytime you get a block, kind of energizes you, right?
Yeah, I think that Sam, she did it silently. During the game, we knew she was doing what she's going to do, and we expect that of her, and to come at the end of the game and look at her stat line. It's awesome, and she has to do that for us.
Yeah, I agree. Sam's just been stepping up. She's been playing exceptionally well lately. It's not a surprise to us. It's Samo, it's how she plays, and I'm just glad, she's coming on big games and performing like this.
Do we have any other questions for student athletes?
Last time you had a 19-rebound performance, you didn't remember any part of the game. Do you remember some of this game?
No, I remember all of this game. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a zoned out game like Nebraska.
But just to win these games, what's this tell you about your team and where you're at right now?
We can persevere through anything. I mean, 3 games in,
all overtimes. It's unreal. I think it also shows how close we are as a team and how much confidence we have in everybody. You saw everybody hit big shots, and for us, like KK said, like it's not unexpected to see that with our teammates. So it's kind of nice to show up for the world what everyone can do, and everyone steps up in big key moments.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, ladies.
Good night, everybody.
We'll go to questions for Coach Versyp.
All game, you're battling that zone. Just what happened in that third overtime to allow maybe to get more consistent touches inside?
We made an adjustment. We went 3 out and put 2 posts low. They were in a 1-3-1, so it was an adjustment. So we just put 2 low posts, and they had to choose one or the other, and that's how we got easy layups. We got Dre the ball. KK made 2 incredible passes to her, and that changed the tide. And then being able to attack the baseline, it was totally unreal. When we attacked the baseline, Dee Dee was wide open, and those are the shots that we work on. So it was an adjustment, and our kids performed well and was able to make the shots.
You look at the lead changes, and at the end of the first half, there was only one. It was that first 3-pointer from Courtney, and then after that, it was 6 times. And the first one came just with 3 minutes, around 3-minute mark in the second half. What kind of happened there when Ohio State kind of started coming back?
I mean, they were just being able to attack. They were attacking, trying to take players off the dribble. Amherst Olson's a very nice player, and she's just physical, so was really doing a good job getting to the basket. She played a great game. We recruited her, really great kid. So I thought that was the big thing that changed for them. We got stale on offense, and we have to continue to get better. Our bench has to continue to get better and make plays and be able to utilize. But we had a 16-point, about a 14, 16-point lead, and then it went an 8-0 run. And then, we made adjustments as well, and then, they made plays, we made plays.